Now that's done, let's move on to Sonic Generations. So this game here is Sonic Generations, the remastered part of this. It's pretty great for the most part. There were definitely a few problems with it, but they were mostly nitpicks, really. But as for differences here, like already in the menu, instead of it saying Xbox Live, for the Xbox 360 here, it just says online mode. But that's not the worst part. They got rid of the 30-second run thing here, which is disappointing because I really liked that. Granted, I never really played it much, but it was still pretty cool. Well, it's a shame they got rid of that. The options here has changed up quite a bit. And you can challenge tries. This is where you can turn lives on and off. That was set off to be by default, which I'm fine with, really. Control options, you can either set it to legacy controls, which are the original of how Generations was played originally back in 2011, or you can use the standard controls as what's set to by default, and which allows you to play the game pretty similar to how Frontier was played, right, with the boost is up right trigger instead of X. And you can do this for Shadow Generations as well, but I didn't mention it because I forgot. And yeah, so you can change the volume of stuff and play brightness here, which is the same here. But yeah, now on to like the biggest thing and my favorite thing they added to the game: multiple save files. Because thank you very much, Sonic team, for doing that. Because it was pretty annoying that they didn't include that in. They didn't include that in original Generations, but yeah, I got everything unlocked in here. I got all 100% here in Generations here. I cleared all the challenge acts and got all the red rings. I even got all S ranks in all, not only the stages and boss fights, even all the challenge acts, which is my first time doing that, and I don't know if I ever want to do it again. Maybe one day on my own time, but yeah. And as you can see, there's Chow in the background here, but we'll get to that later. And now, as for like the other changes here, like one thing that was surprising to me is they got rid of Sonic 1. There's no Sonic 1 up here that you can get. Not even buy in the skill shop. You can't even buy a Sega Genesis controller to play Sonic 1 up here. So now it was just blank with nothing. Which is a little disappointing, but to be honest, it's not a big deal to me because I don't really play Sonic 1 in Generations. Nowadays, if I would play Sonic 1, I would just play it in Sonic Origins. It's because, I mean, that game is so short, or to where I could beat it in like less than an hour, and I'm not really annoyed by it, not being in here, but I did find it quite a bit of a surprise when I saw that for the first time, and yeah, they also added the drop dash in the game for both modern and classic Sonic, but at least they kept the Casino Night pinball in this, which is a nice that you do that, and I already bought everything in the shop here, so we're not gonna do that. But one thing they added here is about Chow rescue. You can rescue Chow by touching them in the stage. Once rescued, you can check them out in the collection room. Luckily, that's where we're heading now. So let's go take a look at that. The collection room's a little different than how it was in base Generations. And this is where we're going to be swapping between the two games here. To show a little comparison of the differences between the two. Now in original Generations. Well, if I go over here, you can see Sonic 1's here. So I could play that if I wanted to on this. Get the collection room, as you can see, this TV and shelf here, and I guess to accept those lamps right up there, have switched places. So it's like if I go switch back, you can see they switch places here, and filled the shelf with books. So I guess binders. No, I think they're books. It's hard to tell from here because of how small they are, but I think they're books. But yeah, and also the statue room is no longer a secret room. It's a room that is revealed. Just tells you press this button, the back button, and you can enter it. And what's nice is that all of the trophies here are unlocked from the minute you boot into this reveal. You don't need to put any codes in to unlock them. They're just all here. So that's great. I mean, I wouldn't mind if putting the codes in, but it's nice that they did that. And concept art here is exactly the same, so I'm not going to go for that. Music here, however, there was one difference is the same, except for one difference. And let me go into generations here to show you. Here is that. They got rid of the song. Got rid of Right There, Right On in Sonic X Shadow Generations, but instead replaced it with. They instead replaced it with. If the game would load. With this quick resume, there we go. They instead replaced it with Westopolis. I don't know why they did that. And when was that their way of just trying to add more music? If they were, then why did they get rid of Right There, Right On? Doesn't make sense to me. I mean, if they were gonna add more music from like games after Generations, or music from previous games, why not just expand it, or better yet, just have them unlocked from like the start? I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me. Characters here, when you go reveal them, are exactly the same, except Rouge has a different profile picture here. You know, like and to do another side-by-side comparison. And if I go over there now, you see her pose is a little different. And also, yeah, they changed something about her here. You know, like, I'll go back into this first. First to show you. They raised the jumpsuit up so where now goes through her wings, and the fun part of it, harder part of her jumpsuit here goes up a bit more, covering up her parts there. But I'm not gonna say it. So, like, if I go back here again, and you can see wings don't clip through the jumpsuit, and her part doesn't go up all the way here. People are upset about that, but to be honest, I'm okay with that here. It's just a tiny thing. That's not the only thing they changed. And they changed Amy Rose's bio in here a little different. This is what it's like in Generations. It says, a young cheerful girl hedgehog, Amy can be a bit obsessed about chasing Sonic. She even claims to be his girlfriend. She's also an energetic go-getter who lets nothing get in her way. But in the Shadow Generation, but in the Sonic X Shadow Generations version, they changed it to say, a cheerful girl who loves to help others. Sonic inspired her to be her very best. She's an energetic go-getter. With the help of her Pico hammer and fortune cards, nothing gets in her way. Yeah, they tweaked up her dialogue a little bit to make her more consistent for what she's like in recent games. Which people are upset about that as well. Like, if we go into like the cutscenes here, you know, this is another thing they changed, another big thing they changed. Yeah, cause I mean, because in Generations originally she was obsessed with Sonic, especially evident by this the first and last cutscene, and the cutscene when you save her. But yeah, yeah, but it's that like, and people were wondering what are you gonna do about this one party of since Generations being rewritten, and by rewritten they were just redubbing the lines. And they even got the recent now the recent voice cast as opposed to the voice cast at the time. They even added Chow to the party, which is cool. But as you can see here, Amy reaches out to hug her, and you can still see it there. But then in the next shot where we see her, she's just holding cupcakes and not having Sonic have his hand in front of her face. But yeah, and that's not the only animation thing they changed. They also the other animation thing they changed in the redubbed cutscenes here is Knuckles getting knocked into the tree. I mean, yeah, how do I feel about the redubbed cutscenes in Generations? A little. I think some of them are okay. Some of them I definitely prefer the original.
I'll admit, you weren't half bad, Sonic.
Yeah, see, look, he didn't get pushed into the tree. He just got pushed back a little bit. Yeah, it kind of sucks that they got rid of that, because I was kind of like them, just getting shoved into a tree. But sure, you could say that was kind of the start of dumb Knuckles, but he wasn't really he was never really dumb in this game. I mean, he was just being a little bit more of a comical relief. Yeah, because in Boom, he was the dumb and comical. But yeah. But yeah, I'm not going to go for all the cutscenes here. Because the same animations, but just different dialogue. Some of it slightly different, but yeah. And also, yeah, I'll show this one here, because there is another little thing here that's cool that I like, that they added. They show classic Eggman there, instead of him just being in the ball normally. And yeah, again, some of the redubbed cutscenes are fine. Well, some I definitely prefer the original. Like, for example, I'll just play this one too. Like this one here, this one's different, and well, I prefer the original. Because Sonic here says,
couldn't have done it better myself.
When I can't believe there was two of me is better.
It sure does.
And yeah, Colin O'Shaughnessy does classic tales in this instead of Kate Higgins. And of course, Sonic says this instead.
Without the time stones?
Yeah, without the time stones, when how did this happen? It was much better and more natural instead of plus Sonic could travel through time using things other than the time stones, because he used in 06 he and Shadow and Silver used two Chaos Emeralds. He used Chaos Control to travel back in time, or even to the for Sonic he traveled back in time whenever necessary. So there's definitely more ways for him to do time travel instead of the time stones. But yeah, and the big thing that the redub cutscenes did that I like is when modern Sonic saves everyone, meaning like when you do the classic zone the Act 1, so which is classic Sonic first, and then the Act 2, which is modern Sonic second. Sonic actually speaks says words to the people you save. If like, like to Amy, he'll say, "Not really worried about that right now, Amy." Which is nice that they did that, because it felt a little weird that how Sonic just didn't speak. Modern Sonic didn't really speak there. It did feel a little weird, but yeah, I'm glad they changed that. But yeah, Amy being rewritten into how she is more in this game than how she was originally, I'm personally okay with it though, since one, Generations doesn't have much of a story, and two, after this game she wasn't really obsessed with Sonic, but like Sonic Lost World and onwards, she wasn't really obsessed with Sonic. She was just all calm and more independent, and they interacted with each other pretty well. So, in a way, they just moved her character development up like a game. And so I'll just look at it that way. And yeah, I wish they added like all the cutscenes where you save everyone here in this, but oh well. And the last thing I haven't shown here yet is the Chow rescue. There's 3 Chow in each mission, each act. I'm starting to lose it with all this talking. But we're almost done here. Again, picture show where the Chow are in the stage. Here, so. And all you get for collecting them all is for them to appear on the hub world and an achievement. And yeah, there's 54 in total. Yeah, this is a nice little thing that they added to well, for people who've played Generations before and now to have more something new to do when playing Generations in this. And other little things they added was like when you collect the Chow, a little tracker of them will appear on the bottom right corner, saying, "Hey, you got this one from the first one in this act, or the second one in this act, or the third one in this act, etc." And when you collect the red rings, they add a little tracker like at the top of the screen showing which red ring you collected. Like if I collected the first red ring in Green Hill Act 2, it would have shown that one being collected. Like how the last one's just Shadow Chow. Oh, and yeah, of course, classic Sonic as well. And well, and yeah, for some reason they made his like middle top quill stick up a little bit more when he's standing still. When he's running though at top speed, it's not really. It's how it is normally. But I don't think I need to do a side-by-side comparison of that. And we'll play through all Green Hill for Acts 1 and 2 as both Sonics here. Just so you can see what it's like. Again, oh yeah, right, I have the homing attack equipped. Let me actually go and equip the drop dash, because classic Sonic does have that as well, but yeah, speed and dash, yeah. Yeah, drop dash is pretty much the same as it always is. And yeah, for modern Sonic, it's just a move that's there for him. It's not like something you can equip in the skill shop. But for classic, it is. And you have it by default once you start, the minute you boot up the game. And yeah, they made the spin dash the right trigger, which that makes sense since the boost was right trigger. And it says like, well, I guess to accept Frontiers. And that would have been more accurate if they made it the right trigger, since that's what it was like in Frontiers. But oh well. But yeah, same level design, same everything. Well, that was weird. And yeah, as for this remaster of Sonic Generations, it's pretty great. There are definitely some tweaks in this that are questionable, like the redub cutscenes in the wonderful classic Sonic. When you save Knuckles, Knuckles will say, "Thanks, Sonic. Now tell me, where was the rest of my island?" And Sonic just taps his belt. Classic Sonic just taps his belly because they didn't change the animations for that. Because originally Knuckles said, "Hey, did you gain weight?" But then they decided to remove that, and it made it. And fans are fan canning it as well as the classic Sonic 8 Angel Island. And before I go into Modern Sonic, I'm gonna change to something here. And yeah, people are fan canning Knuckles there. Yeah, classic Sonic eating Angel Island. But when I saw that for the first time, I just laughed and was like, "That's the first thing you're saying? That's hilarious." But I didn't really think of them as classic Sonic eating Angel Island. But I get why Knuckles said it, because Sky Sanctuary is kind of a part of Angel Island. But yeah, what I switched to was the Adventure Sonic skin. Well, Sonic's now what he has a design from Sonic Adventure. Not from the DX version, just from the original Adventure. And before I actually start the stage, one thing I want to show is that while I was playing this game getting 100%, I ran into like this glitch here. So I'm gonna watch that real quick. I've been running into a few glitches here or there, but I think this is like the biggest one for me. I was playing Seaside Hill Act 2 here, but I somehow got the camera to glitch to where I'm in the 2D section right now, but the camera's glitched where it's behind me. And you can see like the parts you're not supposed to see here. Like where the water ends and what's below here. It's pretty funny, but yeah. And at this point here is where I died. And after I died, the camera fixed. Again, I'll also show modern Sonic here. And yeah, classic Sonic does have a skin as well, but it's locked behind an email, having to sign up for Sega's website here. And the thing about it is, I subscribed to getting I did everything right to get the classic Sonic skin, which is the Sonic Jam skin, and basically his classic Sonic skin, what he had in in Sonic Jam. I did all the right steps, but for some reason I haven't been sent the code. Oh, I did see a comment earlier today saying that Sega was aware of that it's not of this issue, and I'm not the only one who's had this issue. Other people have had it too. Some people have had it lucky though. Oh, but some haven't. Like me. But hopefully, I'm going this on October 30th, which means tomorrow's Halloween when I'm being actually. Well, it's 1 in the morning here, man. Man, I didn't intend for this video to be this long, but oh well. Man, it's technically Halloween now, but oh well. I wanted to get this done here. But yeah, hopefully Sega can somehow get that fixed to have people who did all the right steps to get the code for the skin get it eventually. Assuming won't be able to get it after November 1st or starting on November 1st. I don't remember the day. But hopefully that they do fix that, and luckily you can, as long as you sign up for all the steps, and here's Super Sonic, and they didn't change the model to be Adventure Sonic here, but oh well. Well, as long as you sign up for the steps, and you can claim the code whenever you want, even after the day is passed, because that's what happened to me with Superstars. And sadly though, they did not change the boot. Fix this here with the boost. Well, modern Sonic just drains those rings super fast when you boost. That's disappointing. That was the one thing I was really hoping they would change in this remaster here. But, oh well. It's okay, I guess. I still think Supersonic is much more fun to play in Sonic Forces. That's just me, and yeah, all the Chow are in the stages here, 6 of them. So I'll go for each one so you can see them. Yeah, but yeah, and if I don't have the skin by the time the DLC stage for the city movie inspired stage for Shadow Generations comes out, I'll confirm it there. Otherwise, I'll just make a post saying sorry I couldn't show this off. But oh well. I didn't do the same thing with Frontiers with the soap shoes because I don't know why I didn't try to get that. I don't know what I was thinking there, but oh well. That was all my fault for not getting the soap shoes for Frontiers. That's what mods are for. Same with like this game here and Superstars. But yeah, that's pretty much all the stuff here in Generations. So I will say, yeah, the remaster of Generations is pretty solid. It has its problems, but most of those are like nitpicks, like the dub cutscenes being redubbed, Rouge's like jumpsuit being not showing parts of her skin body much anymore, as much, Amy being characterized as being tweaked a bit, and Knuckles thinking classic Sonic 8 Angel Island, but those are all pretty nitpicky things that I'm not really annoyed by. Maybe with the redub cutscenes, but I'm starting to get a little bit more used to them here, so you could let that one slide, I guess. So we're almost done here with Sonic X Shadow Generations. We have just one more thing to look at here before we can call it done with this game. Well, until like the movie DLC level comes out, and that is the digital art book and mini soundtrack. So yeah, that'll be it. That will be coming up next here, and then we'll go on to Call of Duty Black Ops 3. So that'll be it for this episode. So next time on Sonic X Shadow Generations, we shall take a look at the digital art book and mini soundtrack. So I'll see you all next time.